what can we do to make a difference, still stay connected to our watershed, even if we're not fishing? We've heard from some amazing folks that are so much speak and changing policy and advocacy, ways that we do things. Megan knocked it out of the park. I just think a lot of the things that she said, Mia as well, are so key. I'm just going to take a little bit of a different turn and talk about just if your watershed is shut down, what can you do? Like, how do we stay connected? That happened to us, it happened here in the PNW anyway, around COVID. And now we have low return, so it's happening again. So I just wanted to sort of reorient us to what can we do to make a difference, still stay connected to our watershed, even if we're not fishing. River snorkeling and scuba. My friend Shandy Danford did a wonderful post on Instagram. And she talked about how, hey, I can't fish my river right now, my home river, but everyone has like spare goggles laying around. Get a little wetsuit on, go actually look and see what's happening in your river during that time. You'll get more acquainted with what's going on, and it will make you actually a better fisherman. And then the advocacy and public reflection. The advocacy, I feel like a lot of us have covered this evening, which is beautiful. The reflection part, though, I feel like if you all are inclined to maybe take pictures and or post on social media or blogs or whatever about what's happening in your local stream, that actually is very effective and really helpful around folks who are trying to connect to their home waters and things that may be going on or not. The draw map, thank you, Julia. Draw map, write about your favorite watershed. I do have an example of a beautiful post by our friend Bridget Moran, who's actually on this call right now. I won't take time to read it, but if you can follow my friend Bridget Moran on Instagram, Twitter, maybe Facebook, she's a great author and also a great advocate of wild fish. So one should follow her and get her input around what we can do around these trying times. And then the one thing I do want to just highlight is that, and the last three speakers actually brought it up, but I'm going to underline it. Call your officials, write your officials, thank them for doing a job that, you guys, their job is thankless. A lot of them are volunteer, or if they're paid, it's a pittance. Please call them. Please, we call it catch them doing something well. If they're doing something good, please call them and say thank you for making this small decision around shutting the stream down, letting fish repopulate a little bit. Like, that's going to go a long ways toward developing relationships we all need in the future to help save our wild fish. So that's going to be my highlight there. And we really want to encourage everyone to make some inroads into reconnecting or continuing to connect with our local tribal folks. We are co-managers, at least in Washington and Oregon. That's all I'm going to talk about. In Washington and Oregon, we are co-managers of our fishery. We need to have better relations with our tribal folks. So I'm just that's my challenge to you. Please reach out and make some inroads. And if you are nervous about that or don't know how to do that or are curious about it, please call or email me and we'll have a chat. Oh, and then, the last thing I wanted to highlight Western, the coastal United States here in the West. There are some things that we can do around climate change that can be a little helpful around helping our salmon adapt. A lot of our friend Jess Helsley runs the program for Washington State around the Wild Salmon Center. They have wonderful ideas, great outreach, great things that you can learn from and learn how to be a better steward of our fish and our land. So I encourage you to at least visit that website and get some, to do tomorrow, 8 things you can do right now to help our salmon.